Today, we are going to look at the energy 2. Anyone born on 2nd, 11th, 20th, and anyone born on Monday, because Monday is the energy 2, and anyone born on each day or month where the moon was ruling. So today, the energy 2. What is 2 when it comes to numerology and astrology? The number 2 is the energy of the moon. What does 2 stand for? 2 is duality. 2 is balance. 2 is harmony. So when you see 2, then you know that we are talking about the law of polarity or the law of duality among the 9 universal laws of Tehuti. The laws you know as natural laws or universal laws. There are 9 of them. One of them is duality. So 2 will tell you that there are 2 sides of everything, or the law of duality will tell you that there are 2 sides of everything. So you, the human being, you are 2. Indeed, you are 2. That is why in this world we have a letter like W. The W, the reality of the letter W just means that you, the human being, you are double. So the double you. One of you is the physical being, and the other side of you is the soul or your spiritual being. And the soul number is 2. So the moon controls emotions, and emotion is the 4th plane. So in spirituality, the first stage of developing the soul is the 4th plane. That is where we have the 2 forces, the voluntary and involuntary force, leading you to take decisions in life, voluntary decisions and involuntary decisions. So you are supposed to master these 2 forces. So after mastering these 2 forces, then you go to the spiritual plane. So the spiritual plane, that is where emotions are. So after mastering decision making, then you move to the spiritual plane where emotions are. So the soul is connected to the emotions. So as souls on earth or on planet earth, we are here to attend the school of the soul, to master all the 9 planes or all the 9 dimensions. Or in other words, to master all the 7 dimensions, starting from the 3rd dimension. And the 3rd dimension is the physical existence of man. So we will leave the 1st and the 2nd out, starting from 3rd. So that will give us the 7 planes. So 2 deals with emotions. And if it deals with emotions, then it deals with the soul. Then if it deals with the soul, then of course, it deals with spirituality, intuition, dreams, visions. And as I said, it is the first stage of developing the soul. The number 2. The highest stage of developing the soul is the number 8, because that's the oldest number. And the highest number, of course, is 9. So now, the number 2, if you are born on 2nd, 11th, 20th, or born on Monday, then you should know that you vibrate on the number 2. And the God controlling the number 2 is the moon. As I said the other day, that when you say the moon god, the sun god, Venus god, or goddess of Jupiter, we don't have any being called God sitting on Jupiter. We don't have any being called God sitting on the moon. We don't have any God called God sitting on the sun. It is energy. So the beings who have gone through evolution and have ascended to higher dimensions, the way their energy behaves, the way the soul behaves, the energy motion of their soul, either it is soul, whether it is etheric, how it behaves, Then we look for a planet, that energy on the planet, how it behaves. If it goes with that particular being, then we say, okay, this being vibrate the same as the way planet Mars vibrates, the way the moon vibrates. So since he has ascended to higher dimension, he or she is the god of the moon or goddess of the moon. It doesn't mean there's a being called God sitting on the moon. Of course, there are people living on the moon. So if moon is your god, because the energy from the moon is energy of emotions, it controls emotions. That's why we say the moon is the god of number 2, which is emotional number. You know, when the moon moves, that is what causes tides on the sea. Rise in the tides of the sea and fall in the tides of the sea. And you know the sea is H2O, is water, and the soul is water-like. So here, if you want to look at energy, the 3 classification of energy: solid, liquid, and gas. The soul is in liquid stage. So anything physical that you can touch, that is solid, is 3rd dimension. Anything liquid is from 4th dimension to 6th dimension. So the soul's world is 4th dimension to 6th dimension. And from 7th to 9th is the etheric beings. So you human being, you are physically on planet Earth, that is solid. And the soul world is the 4th to the 6th. You cannot see it. So today, if you are born on 2nd, 11th, 20th, or on Monday, how do you live your life in each day, in every second, minute, hours, day? How do you live your life? Because in each day, energies are vibrating. Every day is ruled by some energies. And you, the conscious human being, have to move along with the vibration. So number 2, how do you live with life when you meet 1? So I'm going to do it up to the last number 9. So as a number 2, born on Monday or 2nd or 11th or 20th, when it is first of every day, how are you supposed to live your life? And remember, first here is the same as 10th. It's the same as 19th. And it's the same as 28th. So anytime it is first, 10th, 19th, 28th, how are you supposed to live your life? Because that day is the energy 1. Number 2, when 2 meet 1, 1 is the sun. And sun is leadership, is power, is knowledge. Yeah, sun is strength because it gives us the ether, the energy to live. So if 2, which is emotional number, meet 1, 2, you bring duality, you bring balance, you bring what? Polarity, you bring harmony. So when 2 meet 1, how do you behave? Or if you meet anybody born on 1st, 10th, 19th, and 28th, how are you supposed to relate with the person at your workplace, home, your friends, your wife, your children, anywhere you find yourself? How are you supposed to relate with people? 2, when 2 meet 1. So 2, you are being invited on 1st, 10th, 19th, and 28th, or on every Sunday, because Sunday is 1, to know that you being a visionary leader, you being a dreamer, you having higher intuition, and number 1 being the energy of the sun, which means leadership, knowledge, power, then you should know that you are supposed to come in with this higher intuition to lead and guide. Yeah, to lead and guide, to bring balance, to bring harmony. You have the power to know what is to come. You have the power to know the future because you are a dreamer. You are visionary, you have visions. What will come up in the day, you see it before it appears or before it happens. Your intuition is very high. So on any day that is first, then you should know that you should avail yourself when the opportunity comes. When the opportunity comes, don't allow it to go. Because that is the day, yes, as number one ruling, you have to showcase what you have. So if you are looking for people who can bring balance on first, because we need a leader who can bring balance, then you come in with this energy of high intuition, energy of visions, energy of dreams, energy of balance. And of course, it is emotional number. So you'll be vibrating more. So you have to be careful with emotions leading on first or 10th or 11th. Sorry, on first or 10th or 19th or 28th, or any day that it is Sunday. So if you are looking for leaders to lead spiritually, then the number 2. Because 2 is a spiritual number. It deals with the soul, it deals with emotions. Here, the negative side of it is if you're overly emotional, it will bring chaos. Because being overly emotional, you vibrate or you react out of emotions. So the advice for all of us is anytime you are emotional, act not, decide not, take no decision. Allow your emotion to settle before you take decision, before you act. Especially if you are born on 2nd, 11th, 20th, or on Monday. Because Monday, the energy is 2. Now, if you are born on 2nd, how do you relate when you meet 2nd? Because I'm saying I will do it up to the number 9. Yes, I am born on 2nd. Another day can be 2nd. So how do I behave? How do I vibrate anytime it is 2nd? Anytime it is 11th? Anytime it is 20th? Or anytime it is Monday? Anytime that it is 2nd, which is your date of birth, or 11th, or 20th, or Monday, born on Monday, then that is your lucky day. That is the perfect lucky day. Because you came through the portal of the womb to planet Earth on 2nd, or on 11th, or on 20th, or on Monday. So anytime it is Monday, 2nd, 11th, 20th is your perfect lucky day. That is where you are supposed to do major things you want to do for yourself. Is it appointment? Is it traveling? Is it an interview? Is it a law case? Do you want contract? What do you want? Do you want to negotiate? Do you have a problem that you really want to solve? Because 2 is balance, 2 is harmony, there can be balance, friendship, husband and wife, where there is disagreement. Balance can take place on your perfect day of birth. That is anytime it is 2nd because you were born on 2nd. Or anytime it is 11 because 11 is still 2nd. 1 plus 1 is 2. Or anytime it is 20th because 20th is still 2. Or anytime it's Monday because Monday is the energy of the moon. So these are your lucky days. So you are being invited as someone born on 2nd, 11th, 20th, or born on Monday, on these same days and day of Monday to showcase your power, because that is where your power rises. That is where you are in full control because the energy is backing you, is fully behind you. And of course, since number 2 is emotional number, then you should know that if you vibrate negatively, then the negativity will also be high. So you are supposed to check your emotions, your dealings with people as someone born on number 2 or born on 2nd, 11th, 20th, and Monday. You should be very careful on these same days, which is your perfect lucky day. Because if you vibrate negative, the negative will be high because the energy is high on that day because that is your perfect lucky day. So if you want to do something, then you should also do it. If you want to do something positive, yeah, then you should vibrate more because the result will be more. This is how you are supposed to live your life each day according to the energies based on your date of birth. Life is simple, but if you don't understand astrology and the code, that is numerology, because astrology is the script of the universe, and numerology is the code, and you being the human being, you are the conscious actor. So you have to understand the script understand the codes before you can play your act or your part very well. You have to understand the script. You have to understand the codes, and the codes are the numbers, numerology. The numbers are frequencies, are energies. Don't be deceived. It is time for you to know the reality of the world. Now, number 3, someone born on 2nd, 11th, 20th, or Monday. When you meet number 3, how are you supposed to behave? When you meet any day that it is 3rd, any day that it is 12th, any day that it is 30th, and any day that it is Thursday, because Thursday, the energy there is Jupiter. Number 3. So number 3, the energy is Jupiter. So anytime you meet these days and or Thursday as someone born on 2nd, 11th, 20th, or on Monday, how are you supposed to behave? How are you supposed to vibrate? How are you supposed to live your life on that day? Number 3 is the energy of harmony as well. It's the energy of expansion, goodness, loyalty. So as number 2, you being a higher intuitive person, you being a visionary person, a dreamer, and number 3, the energy of Jupiter, being expansion, harmony, goodness, loyalty, everyone want to help. Then you are being invited on these days, that is 3rd, 12th, 30th, or Thursday, to showcase your power as well for more expansion. So when people can bring harmony, goodness, and loyalty, then here, of course, you can bring more from the spiritual world through your visions, through what? Your dreams, through your higher intuition to help people for expansion on that day. So as a leader or whoever you are, where you find yourself, any position you are, irrespective of your field, anytime that is 3rd, is expansion day. So expand. Expansion day. Vibrate on your good side. That is your dreams, the visions, your intuition is higher. You are supposed to play your part. So when you meet people who are born on 3rd, born on 12th, born on 30th, or born on Thursday, how are you supposed to relate with them? Here is expansion. So anything that you do with them, you should be looking for increase. You should be looking for expansion. You should be measuring higher. If let's say you target maybe 50% profit, you're supposed to target, let's say, 70 or 80% profit, because that day is expansion day. And indeed, since you have the intuition, you have the power to see from beyond the physical, to bring things into physical, you have that energy, you have that power to bring that force that will move things, that will move the company, that will move the workers, the energy that will energize the workers for them to work more to bring the increase. So number 2, this is how you behave, this is how you live your life anytime that it is 3rd, anytime that it is 12th, 30th, or Thursday, because it is expansion day, goodness. So you have to show the good side of you, vibrate more, harmony, duality. So here, if some are bringing division, you are number 2, balance. So you have to use that energy to bring balance. When some want to bring negativity, yeah, you bring harmony, you bring balance, and number 3 is harmony as well. So you are in the right place at the right time to bring harmony among the group, among your friends, among your family, in your marriage, anywhere you find yourself, in your workplace. Number 2, that is your power. And here, of course, since number 2 is emotional number, you should be very careful on that day, because if you vibrate on negativity, the day is expansion, which means expansion in negativity. That you just be checking as number 2 or someone born on 22nd. 22nd means double 2, that is double emotional, overly emotional. Anytime that it is 3rd, 12th, 30th, or Thursday, if you are vibrating on your emotions, or you are living on your emotions, or you are being emotional on those days or this date, Check how bad you become. Check the result of your actions. You really regret after doing what you did because it's expansion. So if you vibrate on negativity, it will be more negativity. So you have to understand the energies of each day based on your date of birth and know how you will live and conquer each day. In doing all this process, you are mastering and developing the soul. Now, number 2, when you meet number 4, or someone born on 13th, because 13th is 4, someone born on 22nd is 4, or someone born on 31st is 4, or someone born on Sunday, because Sunday, its counterpart number is 4. How are you supposed to live your life? Any day that these dates are ruling, how are you supposed to live your life anywhere you find yourself? 2 and 4. 4 is the energy of Uranus. Anu created Uranus, so Uranus is another number of the father. And indeed, when you go to the tarot cards, the 4th card is the Emperor. Emperor is the father. So 4, what is the meaning of 4? 4 means change. 4 also means goodness. 4 also means distraction, because when change comes, it is either good or bad. Either good change or bad change. And in the universe, who can bring change? Who can cause change? It is the Father who created the universe and who created or designed the Milky Way galaxy. So he only can bring change. That is why when Uranus is coming, then planet Earth, we are supposed to be ready for earthquake, for famine, for tsunami, for hurricane, for strong winds, because it is change. So anytime planet Earth is in a mess, the father has to come and clean it up with a change. So what change is that? He will make sure that the sea will overflood, rivers will overflood, there will be flood to clean the debts of planet Earth. Anytime we are messing up, Uranus will come, or Uranus will rise, getting closer to planet Earth, and earthquake will form, earthquake will occur, tsunami will occur. So 4 is for change. So if number 2, you want to really bring change, positive change, you should be looking for the number 4. You should be looking for the number 4. And you should be very careful on the number 4. Either on Sunday or on 4th, 13th, 22nd, and 31st. All these dates will give you 4. So all these days, you should be very careful. Because if you vibrate on negativity, the change will be negative. And the impact will be high, because Uranus is the father, and nobody can stand the wrath of God, the wrath of the father. Look at hurricane. Look at how strong it is. Look at earthquake. Look at strong winds. Look at tsunami. Look at flood. Look at how flood has been causing damage to properties and people. So number 2, when you meet 4 or 13th or 22nd or 31st or on Sunday, you are supposed to bring change. What change are you supposed to bring? Look at your environment. Look at your family, among your friends, your workplace, anywhere you find yourself. What positive change can you bring? As number 2, you stand for duality, you stand for balance, you stand for harmony, and you have higher intuition. You vibrate on dreams, you're a dreamer. You get visions, you can see beyond the physical. So if you want to bring change, where there are problems, you're supposed to use your power or your energy to help as number 2. You have to make sure disputes are settled. You have to make sure separation is solved and unity rules. You have to make sure what is supposed to come, you're supposed to bring it to the people, because you will see it in your dreams and you see it in your vision. So any change, you will know. So even if there are catastrophes coming, difficulties coming, you can see them in your dreams. You can perceive them with your intuition. If friends will be getting accident, if there are some changes ahead, you will know through your dreams and visions and through your intuition. So bring this news to the people and let them change from their bad ways. Let them change from their negative ways. Then, of course, in business-wise, in family-wise, friendship-wise. Bring that positive change. What good have you seen about your company? What good have you seen about your boss? What good have you seen about your friend? What good have you seen about your wife? Give them the information and let them prepare. Here, no negativity as well, because if you vibrate more on your emotions, the change will be negative. So change for good. This is how you live your life each day. Change. If there are some negative energies that you vibrate on, the number 4 will tell you that today is the day for you to change. The number 13th date, that is 13th or 22nd or 31st, it will tell you change. If you have grudges with people, it will tell you it is time for you to change and be in unity with them, be in one with them, duality, balance, harmony. You cannot forgive. The universe is telling you today you have to change that mindset. You don't believe yourself. The universe is telling you on 4th, on 13th, on 22nd, on 31st that change that mindset. Change, good change. This is how you live your life as number 2. Anytime it is 4th, anytime it is 13th, anytime it is 22nd, and anytime it is 31st. Good change. Change for good. And here, you are supposed to understand that since it's time for change, then of course, if there are some changes in your life, it will happen on these days as well. So positive change can happen to you, negative change can happen to you according to your actions, according to your deeds. So if bad things happen to you on 4th, on 13th, on 22nd, and on 31st, don't blame anybody. Because one of the laws of the universe is the law of cause and effect. Because you make sure that you cause a thing for it to happen, then the effect must also happen. So you cause it maybe a day before, long ago. Now it is time for the universe to pay you back. So change has come, and that change was a negative one. That's why you're supposed to vibrate on positivity. We all are supposed to try our best to vibrate on good energy, on positivity each day. Except this that we are all mourning, because you have to mourn for the dead. Yes, positivity. You have to know the energies. Now, someone born on 2nd, 11th, 22nd, or on Monday, how do you live your life when you meet number 5? Or anyone born on 5th, born on 14th, born on 23rd? For all these numbers will give you 5. How do you live your life? 5 is the energy of Mercury. And 5 also stands for change as well. 5 stands for competition. 5 stands for communication. Yeah. 5 is multi-talented. So if you being number 2, the energy of the moon, having the energy of duality, the energy of balance, the energy of polarity, the energy of harmony, with higher intuition, dreams, visions, then here, since number 5 is multi-talented or multiples in everything, then here you're supposed to showcase your talent. What talent do you have? As number 2, someone born on 2nd, born on 11th, born on 22nd, born on 20th, or born on Monday. What talent do you have? You're supposed to showcase your talent on any day that is 5th, 14th, and 23rd. Or on Wednesday, because Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. So Wednesday, the energy there is the energy 5, energy of Mercury, energy of communication, energy of multiples or multi-talented, energy of competition as well, and energy of change. You see? So as number 2, when you meet 5, then you know that here you have to exhibit your skills. Here you have to exhibit your power. It's communication. So as number 2, who vibrate on the energy of balance or unity, then you should know that if number 5 is communication, then it's the perfect day, either 5th, 14th, or 23rd, or on Wednesdays, because it will give you 5. These are perfect days for you to settle dispute, for you to bring unity, for you to bring husband and wife together, for you to bring friends together, for you to bring boss and employee who are fighting together. You have that power. Unity, no separation. Within the family, within the tribes, within the clans, within the families, dispute, disagreement, fight, grudges. This is the perfect day as number 2, where you have that energy to let your unity power play, to let your balance power play, to bring people to be united. The number 2, that is your power, that is your skill, that is your talent. The number 5, and here communication. Yes, so this is where you communicate to bring that harmony. This is where you communicate what you have seen beyond the physical because of your higher intuition. And you know, the number 2s, one bad side of the number 2 is they have the higher intuition, but normally they will perceive the thing, but they will be quiet. They will not talk about it. So it's a weakness. So the number 5 is telling you that anytime it is 5th, anytime it is 14th, anytime it is 23rd, or anytime it is Wednesday, the energy there is communication. So you should be able to communicate. Open the mouth and speak. Number 2. Speak what you have seen. Speak what you have perceived. Speak what your intuition is telling you. Speak what you have seen in your visions, in your dreams. Tell the people. Release the information. Release the secret. Let the people know. Communicate. This is number 2. To your friends, husband, wife, children, leaders, workplace, anywhere you find yourself, is communication. Business-wise, anywhere. Sometimes it could even happen that at your workplace, your boss is going for a contract. Through your visions and dreams or intuition, you can see something that might be negative about the contract. This number 2 will keep quiet. No, you have to communicate. Let your boss know so that the right thing will be done. You know, we live life to support ourselves, to support humanity. So service to mankind is service to God. God is not on earth where you go to his or her house to go and serve him. Who do you have to serve? You serve your fellow human being. So we serve ourselves. So always you're supposed to vibrate on positivity about your fellow human being, no negativity. Of course, there will be some 1 or 2 disagreements, 1 or 2 grudges, fight, but we are supposed to settle them. The number 2s are supposed to help us to settle our dispute, to bring unity, to bring balance. Now, number 2, when you meet number 6 or anyone born on 15th or born on 24th, because all this will give you 6, or anyone born on Friday, because Friday is the energy of 6, Venus. Venus is the energy of 6, and it is the energy of love. Unconditional love, natural love for humanity and for environment or for the universe. So number 2, you are being invited to show your love to human and to the universe or to nature or to the environment. So here, that is where you are being required to work out of selflessness. That is why in society, spiritual people are seen to be selfless, because you have to showcase the highest point or the highest level of love to the universe, to humanity. Because number 2 is the soul. The first stage of the soul is emotions. So you as a soul, yeah, being liquid state of matter, when we come to science, you are the lesser God, or the first stage of being God is the soul. The highest stage of being God or being very powerful is the etheric stage. That's the gaseous stage. It's gas. So the etheric beings or ethereal beings, they are in the gas state of energy. Don't be deceived. So number 2, you are being invited any day that is Friday, any day that it is 6th, 15th, or 24th to showcase love. Here, the power you have, the talent you have, you are supposed to give it to the people. You are supposed to serve the people with love, just as leaders do. So leaders are being required to serve with love. You, number 2, having the energy of duality, unity, balance, harmony, you being a dreamer, visionary, you can have dreams, you have higher intuition. Then here, you are being invited to show a selfless love to humans and to the universe, not demanding anything from them before you serve them. Your friends, your family, people, anywhere, selflessness. Your community, your area, your district, your county, your country, selflessness, not demanding anything from them, because you are already on the first stage of the soul. That is why you are born on second. So that's the meaning. It means you are on the second or the first stage of the soul. That's the number 2, the energy of the moon. So you have some power. That's why you have higher intuition. That's why your dreams are sharp. That's why you can see visions. So here you see them from the spiritual realm, from the mental plane. So when as you see them freely, you are supposed to give freely. So divine knowledge cannot be sold. You are not supposed to sell divine knowledge to humans. For example, you have had a vision seeing your friend having a terrible accident. You're not supposed to charge him or her before you release the information to him so that he or she will be careful. No. For example, you have seen a huge, maybe leakage in a dream or in a vision at your workplace. Are you supposed to charge your boss, or are you supposed to charge your work, or whoever is in control at your workplace before you release the information to him or her? No, that's why divine knowledge, as it is said in the Bible, free you receive, free you give. So you're supposed to serve your community with love, selflessness, everything you do. Here, you are being required to serve selflessly. And here, since number 2 is emotions, if you are vibrating on the negative side, that is where you charge people. That is where all these fake prophets, fake pastors, they charge people. They are all about extorting money from the people. Freely they receive, freely they have to give. Indeed, if they are true prophet, they will freely give. But since they are fake, that is why they vibrate on the negative side. And they charge people before they serve them. They are looking for money. Looking for what? Looking for materialism. They are full of materialism. So here, the energy, the universe is telling you as number 2, anytime it is 6th, 15th, and 24th, or anytime it is Friday, you should be selfless. No materialism, no materialistic. You are not supposed to be materialistic. No. Don't be deceived. You have to know the energies of each day so that you will live according to them. And each day, your life will be peaceful. Each day, you'll be able to achieve your target. But if you miss how to live, you'll be following your emotions. As number 2, you're emotional. You'll be following your emotions. You see, you're full of your quick temper, full of grudges, full of being emotional. In any minute, you change your mood swings. You are full of mood swings. No, you are supposed to control your emotions. You're supposed to master your emotions. You're supposed to know the energies of each day so that you know how to live your life according to your date of birth. Number 2. Now, number 2, or anyone born on 11th, 20th, or anyone born on Monday. When you meet number 7, how are you supposed to live your life, or how are you supposed to vibrate? Anytime it is 7th, anytime it is 16th, anytime it is 25th, all these dates will give you 7. And anytime it is Monday, because Monday, its counterpart number is 7, and 7 is the energy of Neptune. Neptune is the higher spiritual number. Number 7, the higher spiritual number in terms of the soul. When it comes to the soul, the highest spiritual number is 7. But when you come to the etheric beings, the highest spiritual number is 4 and 8. So 8 will be the first stage, and 4 will be the highest. That is the farthest number. That is why number 4 deals with occult, Freemason, sorcery. It is the highest, very powerful. So here, dealing with the soul, the highest spiritual number is 7. So 7 is a spiritual number. So here, The number 2 being intuitive, dreamer, and visionary. The higher of this trait or character trait or these characters or qualities, the higher of them is the number 7. So number 7 is higher intuitive, higher dreams, sharp visions. So as number 7 or the energy 7, the visions are very sharp, the dreams are very sharp, the intuition is very sharp. So with the number 7, you can have a dream today and the next day sharp. You can perceive something, you will see it, and it will be exact, because that is the highest. So number 7 is telling you here you have met your higher self. So this is where you are supposed to master as number 2, or anyone born on 11th, anyone born on 20th, or anyone born on Monday. When you meet number 7, or any day that it is Monday as well, that's another perfect lucky day, because 7, the day is Monday. So you should know that as number 2, when you meet 7th or 16th or 25th, then that is your higher self. That is why you have to study things deeper. If you want to explain, if you want to bring unity, if you want to bring harmony, if you want to bring balance, it should be the deeper side. Because sometimes, some cases, some issues may be difficult, more of a guardian knot, cannot be cracked, cannot be settled. But on 7th, your energy is higher. You are in your higher self where you have the power to bring words, to bring energies, to bring sound and vibration, because words are tones. So the words you speak on that day, that will determine whether the issue will be solved or not. That will be determine that the guardian knot will be cracked or not. So no matter how the dispute may be, on that 7th, on that 16th, on that 25th, you are in your higher self. So the universe will give you those words that you speak that will bring that balance, that unity, that harmony. And the universe will give you that energy to have sharp dreams, sharp visions, to have higher intuitive, so that you can use it to help humanity. You can use it to help yourself, to help your environment. This is number 2 when you meet number 7. This is how you're supposed to live your life. So anytime it is 7 as number 2, you are not supposed to joke. You should be in your pure self, positive energy, no negativity, so that you can the universe can help you with this higher sense, this higher quality, this higher power. Because if you are vibrating on negativity on 7th, anytime it is 7th, 16th, 25th, if you receive the power from the universe, you will use it negatively. And that negative will also be high. That is why we are supposed to be careful. Living life each day. No negativity. Don't vibrate on negativity. Some of you, especially Africans and Nubians, you love to vibrate on demon, demon, demon. When you hear knowledge of demons, you are so much interested. Don't vibrate on demonology. Oh, this demon can do this demon can do that, this is the demon of hell, this is the demon of money. You are not supposed to be vibrating on this knowledge. What are you using this knowledge for? Are you a demon? Do you emit darkness? So why are you much interested in learning about demons? No, vibrate on light. Vibrate on positivity. Vibrate on life. Vibrate on the ether, the energy from the sun. Vibrate on the seraphim energy, the light energy. Don't vibrate on cherubim energy, the fire energy, the aggressive energy. So the cherubim energy, which is fire, which is aggressive, that is what leads you to be messing up. Quick temper, being emotional, fighting, grudge, backbiting, gossiping, looking for the downfall of people, talking ill about people, disgracing people. This is the fire energy. So the fire energy in you, you are supposed to burn it unless you want to use it to defend yourself, because that is why it is given to you, for defense. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be aggressive. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be emotional. It doesn't mean you shouldn't fight. But use it when you are being harmed or you should be alert. The universe gave it to you so that you can use it to protect yourself. But not to use it against people, not to use it against souls. vibrate on positivity. So now, number 2, when you meet 8, how are you supposed to live your life? 8 is the oldest number. 8, the energy is Planet Saturn. Planet Saturn is the father. 8 is maturity, it's discipline, control. If 8 is the father, what does the father do? The father is the leader in the house. The father is the one who manages the house. The father is the one who starts civilization. The father is the one who makes a family, who takes care of the family. It's the father who makes sure things are in order in the house. So number 8 is maturity. So you, number 2, when you meet 8 or 17th, because 17 will give you 8, 17th or 26 will give you 8, or anytime it is Saturday, because Saturday the energy is 8. The 8th energy is Planet Saturn and is the father. Who is the father? The father is Enki, the one who created humans. So if you meet 8, then as number 2, you are being invited to show maturity in everything you do, to show discipline in everything you do, to show control in everything you do, maturity. So as number 2, anytime it is 8, anytime it is 17th, anytime it is 26th, or anytime it is Saturday, then know that you vibrating on the energy of intuition, visions, dreams, unity, harmony, duality, balance. Then you should know that on this date, that is where you are supposed to show perfectness. That is where you're supposed to show maturity in your work. There should be minor errors in everything you do on 8th, on 17th, on 26th, and on Saturday, because Saturday is 8 as well. That's number 2. That is why the Sabbath day is Saturday. Because number 2, you having higher intuition, you being a dreamer, you being a visionary, you are the teachers, you are the spiritual teachers. So Saturday being the Sabbath, you are needed to teach with maturity, to let the people know the actual word of God, to let the people know what the universe is saying, because you receive from the universe through intuition, through dreams, and through visions. What is the universe saying? So the day that is Saturday, the day of rest, when we gather to rest indeed from our hard work during the week, what is the universe telling us? What are the energies saying? You have the power to receive from the universe through your dreams, through your visions, and through your intuitiveness. So what is the universe saying? What have we received? Come and share with us. And indeed, you will share it as if you are the father, because on Saturday, or any day it is 8th, any day it is 17th or 26th, you stand in place of the father to let people know what the universe is saying. So you act maturely, just like a father speaking to his children, speaking to his family. Yes, number 2. So this is what you're supposed to do. So at the workplace, yes, lead. You are being invited to act maturely. You are being invited to lead your group. You are being invited to lead your company. You are being invited to talk. You are being invited to let them know what is happening, what the universe is saying among your friends, at school, at market, anywhere you find yourself. Number 2, on Saturday. So now, these are the days where number 2, or anyone born on 2nd, born on 11th, born on 20th, or born on Monday, this is how you're supposed to live your life from Sunday to Saturday. And I've covered all the energies 1 to 9. So you now know how to live your life. Someone born on 2nd, born on 11th, born on 20th, or born on Monday, this is how you're supposed to live your life, so that you can live your life peacefully. You can play your role very well in each day, because you are an actor in the universe, and the script that you are playing is astrology, and the code that you are using to play the script is numerology, and then the code are the numbers. The numbers are frequencies. The frequencies are energies. The energies are the energies from the planets or the stars and the moons. And indeed, before you came to planet Earth, you tuned to a certain frequency before you came to planet Earth. So if your date of birth is, let's say, 2nd March 2020, it means The second will give you 2. March is the third month, so it's 3. 2020 is 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 will give you 4. So it means when you are coming to planet Earth through the portal of the womb, you tune to the frequency of 2, 3, 4 to come to planet Earth. So you are vibrating on 2, 3, 4. The 2 being the day of birth, the 3 being the March, and 2020 being 4. So 2, 3, 4. This is the frequency you are vibrating on. And the 2 is the moon. The 3 is Jupiter. And 4 is Uranus. So you are vibrating on this. So the energies that are helping you, that are backing you, that are behind you in this lifetime is the energy from the moon, energy from Jupiter, and energy from Uranus. So these are the gods, and they are your power, and you are liking this as well. Peace and love. Today I came here to share with you how to live your life each day according to your date of birth. And we look at people born on 2nd, 11th, 20th, or born on Monday, because Monday is ruled by the moon and the energy is 2nd. Thank you for your time. See you in other teachings. I entreat you to like and share so that our friends and all and sundry will also hear these reality teachings. Thank you once again for your time. See you again.